and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about the topic of state funeral and the national mourning. So recently the former Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, who has served the nation for 10 years as the former Prime Minister of India in 2 terms, has passed away, and he was also the former Finance Minister of India or the former RBI Governor. So the person by the achievements, you can say, is of national importance and a person of eminence. So whenever a person of eminence, or you can say a former Prime Minister passes away, then a state funeral or a national mourning is said. Now what is a state funeral or what is a national mourning and what are the rules which governs it is what we will be looking today. So first of all, about the points of discussion, first we will be looking at news, then what is state mourning, then what is national mourning, what does the Flag Code of India 2002 talks about, and in the end a prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, and the news talks about Manmohan Singh's last rites. What is a state funeral? What rules govern it? So on the death of Dr. Manmohan Singh, a 7-day state funeral was announced. Now, the ashes of former Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, were immersed in the Yamuna river, and at that point of time, he was draped in the Indian flag and was carried through the New Delhi on a flower-decked carriage, which was pulled ceremonial army truck, and before he was placed on the pyre, the flag was removed and then he was covered with a saffron cloth. And all this happened in accordance with the rules of the state funeral. So what are the rules which govern the state funeral? Now let us talk about the state funeral. So whenever a person of importance is laid to rest in an elaborate ceremony, and person of importance means that the person has played a major role in the country or he was an public official, and this is not a normal ceremony, it is an elaborated ceremony. It means a lot of time also it takes. Following laid down rules involving members of the public in the mourning, and this is accorded in the event of the death of the president, prime minister, a former president or a governor. So the rules says that the state funeral or a national mourning can be announced in the cases of the death of a President of India, Prime Minister of India, a former president or a governor of a state. This is what the rules talks about. No state funeral can be accorded for any other person. So no state funeral can be accorded for any other person apart from these dignitary. But the central government can give state funeral or national mourning in individual capacity for any other individual. See, no state funeral can be accorded in the event of the death of any other dignitary, but in individual cases, central government may order a state funeral. In the individual cases, the central government can give a state funeral if the person is of importance. Like for example, recently on the death of ace industrialist Ratan Tata, he was given the state funeral, and also on the death of singer Lata Mangeshkar, she was also given a state funeral, because both of these personalities, they have played a major role and have achieved the highest aura in their professions. So they were given the state funeral, and this was given by the central government in individual cases. Then the state funeral is attended by all the gazetted officers of the government who are present at the station, and these service personnel. So the service personnel who are present, they need to wear the dress for the state functions. So whatever dress they need to wear for state functions, they will wear the same dress in state funeral. And the arrangements are made by the Ministry of Defence, and the Ministry of Defence receives the information from the Ministry of Home. So basically the Ministry of Home gives the information to the Ministry of Defence to make all the required arrangements. Now what is a national mourning? So national mourning can also be declared by the center or state governments. Now see, within the, what can happen is, it can happen pan India also, but it can also happen within a concerned state. So it can happen in two ways, pan-India or within a concerned state. For political leaders and others who have made an exceptional contribution to the country, then national flag in such cases is flown at half mast following a set of rules. So the national flag, so all over India, if we talk about, so the national flag, wherever it is flowing, it needs to flow at half mast. It will not flow completely, it will flow at half mast. And if it is a state funeral only in a concerned state, then within that concerned state, wherever it is present, it will flow at half mast. Then no official entertainments are held during national or state mourning. So in case of the national mourning or the state funeral, no entertainment functions will be done from the side of the government apart from the Republic Day, that is 26th January, or Independence Day, that is 15th of August, or 2nd October, that is Gandhi Jayanti. So apart from these three events, no official entertainments will be held by the government whenever the national mourning or state funeral is going on. Now the flag code of India 2002, what does it talk about? So the section 3.58 of the flag code of India 2002, it talks about that on occasions of state, military or central paramilitary forces funerals, flag shall be draped. Flag shall be draped over the coffin with the saffron towards the head of the coffin. So if this is a coffin and the national flag is draped, then the saffron color of the flag needs to be at the side of the head of the coffin. Then the flag shall not be lowered into the grave or burnt in the pyre. So if the coffin is going into the grave, then the flag will be taken out, and if the coffin is going for burning, then also the flag will be taken out. So the flag will not go into the grave, or the flag will not be burnt. Then in the event of death of either the head of the state or head of the government of a foreign country, now imagine a case, if the head of the state or any foreign dignitary is coming to India, is in India, and the death of the foreign dignitary takes place, then the Indian mission to that country, they will flow the Indian flag at half mast, and this will take place even on the Republic Day, Independence Day, and also on Gandhi Jayanti. See, foreign head of state or foreign dignitary is present in India and death of that dignitary takes place, then the Indian mission to that country, they will flow the flag at half mast, and this will take place irrespective of Republic Day, Independence Day or the Gandhi Jayanti. So this is written in the Flag Code of India 2002. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. The Indian flag was adopted in its present form on 22nd July 1947, 22nd May 1947, 26th January 1947 or 15th August of 1947. I hope you people will be able to give this answer. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.